This is the Sports Den with Denny Thompson and James Coleman on 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
Oh, no! We suck again!
Oh, and I have some other good news. Yeah, we're in first place in the frickin' Idiot League.
Nice. It's good to be first place in something.
That is. It is. Where would we draft right now? Like fourth, fifth?
Number 2, right?
No.
No, San Francisco's worse than us, so we'd be like third.
Huh.
Cleveland and San Fran got us beat.
How about that? What is today, the 7th of November?
Mm-hmm.
Leading off the show with Draft Talk on the Sports Den, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits in Wicked Barley Studios on November 7th.
Mm-hmm. Good time to get you some. It's a little chill in the air.
Yeah.
A little nip. Be a good time to get you a little whiskey.
I think that's going to be
Warm you
my election drink of choice tomorrow night.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
And if you're at Wicked Barley, who's having a draft, not draft day, kind of like the draft.
An election.
But an election day party. Go get you some of that Red Monkey Ale, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And in just a second, we're actually going to ask for help from one unfortunate individual, whoever wants to subject themselves to a day with James and I tomorrow. We're going to give you the details here in just a second. Stay tuned for that. We got a lot planned for tonight, actually. We're going to get into, in recognition of the election tomorrow, we're going to go through the Jags roster. Get this, Scott. This is how creative I am now, all right? Don't tell me I'm not creative. I thought of this all by myself.
All right.
We're going to go through the Jags roster, and we're going to tell you the people that we think should still be here in 4 years. How about that?
All right.
Yeah. That's as creative as I get. So we got that on tap for tonight.
4 years is a long time, though.
Yeah, there's a couple cats, though.
There's a couple guys that we can.
Do they even have contracts that are 4 years long anymore?
We can sign them to an extension.
They do they'll do a 4 with an opt out and 5.
Y'all
or
are
a
taking
3 with
this
an
way
opt-out.
too flippin' literal. For crying out loud, the people that I'd like to still be here in 4 years. I thought it was a great idea until I introduced it to you two.
I think it's not a bad idea.
What are you eating, by the way? What is that? What are those?
I refuse to say them people because they're not writing me a check.
I know, but what are those?
They're like hash browns.
Huh.
It's like French fries mashed together.
I know what
and
hash
fried.
browns are. Yeah. I understand what that is. 553 just hit us up on the Duval Ford text line. Said headed to ABC since you started with Draft Talk.
You were going to ABC anyway.
Yeah, has nothing.
We
to do
just
with
gave you a good
Draft
reason.
Talk. Yeah, go get you some. Yeah, interesting day tomorrow, obviously for the country. We're gonna have some fun with it, Sports Den style, like we always do, because we don't take ourselves too serious, and
we just like to have fun.
Life's just better when you're always celebrating, like ABC. Always be celebrating, right?
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned to our Facebook page. We'll be doing quite a few live things tomorrow out in our Election Day coverage, Sports Den style. And we want to invite one of you out with us. Just one now. One of you out with us. Well, here's what we need. We need somebody who knows how to work an iPad. That's it. And then the rest of the time, you just get to hang.
Pretty much. You may get some
Wicked
barley.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Something from ABC.
We may give you one of those chocolates that we had the last time.
Man, we'll
chips.
give them something better than that.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll give them something.
We'll talk about that off there.
So if you're interested, hit us up on our social media at Denny_Thompson or at Big Game James 36. Let us know you're interested. And we got a big day planned for tomorrow. We need one of you to help us out a little bit.
Yep.
And all right, Sam. All right, already taken. Never mind. Forget it.
Sam Matthews?
No. Claremont.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah. You're
let's
in.
Roll. Let's roll.
Hey, just hit me back and let me know if you're good to go down tomorrow. I don't want you missing work or anything for it. Just
yeah. Oh, let's be clear.
Yeah.
You aren't getting compensated.
No. You're not.
I'm just making sure. I mean,
you may get paid
like I said,
in food and liquor.
May get food. Like it just really depends.
Yeah.
What time do they open tomorrow? Anyway,
I don't know.
We gotta look like because we may have.
We got you. We got you.
We'll
covered.
figure it out.
We got a full day plan. We got you covered. Anyway. So we got a lot of that to get into. We're also going to get into Gators, Knowles. Since we don't get into a lot of that on Sunday nights, we'll get into that tonight. Not a whole lot to talk about with Gators other than
– tons to talk about with Gators.
And not a whole lot of positive stuff to talk about with Gators, except for Del Rio's not playing this week.
And Muschamp is coming back.
Yeah.
and Applebee's.
Go Gator.
Yeah, go Gator.
Good election talk there.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't Applebee's is good.
No, I don't like Applebee's.
You don't like Applebee's?
No.
That Monday night steak?
I never have.
The 2 for $20 or 2 for $10 or whatever it is?
Is that Applebee's or Fridays?
I don't know. So they all start to merge together.
Yeah. I've never been a big fan unless they want to,
Sponsor.
Yeah, the podcast or something. But, I've never been a big fan of that. So, got all that coming to you tonight, plus whatever else we get into. Let's start, since we were on Jags all night last night, and you've heard Jags the last couple hours. Let's just take a minute here to review what was in college football, and then I promise you jokers that are just a glutton for punishment with these Jags, that we'll get back to it in just a second.
Okay.
All right. If you didn't hear our Sunday night show, that's your fault, not mine.
So it'll be on SoundCloud tonight.
There you go. Florida, just when you know what? It's a repeat of last year for me. Just when I get comfortable with these jokers, just when I get comfortable, they end up being what I thought they were.
I mean,
all along, I said,
you thought they were SEC East champions caliber last year?
It sure looked like it a week ago.
Well, no, I'm just saying, outside of the SEC East being bad, I mean, like, if you said they looked like this time last year, you were like, oh my God, we are so much so a lock. Or you just thought that, man, you won some games that could have went either way.
Okay, then let me nail it down. I thought that we had a coach that was figuring out a way to play sound football, and by that I mean good defense and manufacture offense. We don't.
No.
We don't. We have a coach that doesn't make any adjustments, that still tries to throw a deep post with a quarterback who can't throw it 35 yards. It doesn't matter how open the guy is. But if you can't get it there, it doesn't matter.
It's true.
It's no different than Treon in Florida State. Florida State was letting cats just go because they knew Treon couldn't get it to them.
Yeah.
Just cover the first 20 yards. After that, bump them.
Yeah, I remember that. Like, Callaway was like wide open a couple times.
Yes, and it's frustrating as a fan.
Treon was dodging for his life.
Treon and Del Rio both have to crow hop to throw a ball 30 yards.
Is Appleby any better?
No.
I don't know.
Not any better.
Okay.
No, none of them are worth a crap. And it's for that reason.
Should you put Franks in and just go ahead and ruin them?
I don't think so. I just no, I don't think so. Here's the thing though, man, is if you're Florida right now, yes, you're playing for an SEC East title. I get that. What does that mean?
I mean, it just means that you can tell recruits, like, yo, look how, like, just be honest with recruits. Like, yo, this is nowhere near the team that we want, but we're still winning. Just imagine what's going to happen when we put everything together. And we'll still get to the SEC East, and
I don't think
Alabama will still be put together, and I don't think there's anything.
Well, and that's my point. So now you got to play South Carolina, then you got to play LSU, Florida State, and if you happen to win one of those, then you got to play Alabama.
Well, here's the thing that nobody has been able to consistently do against Alabama. Alabama's beatable. You just have to be able to challenge them with a vertical passing game.
You're not
Florida doesn't have
if
it.
You haven't been beat.
They lost one game last year, correct?
Yeah, but I'm saying
people have beat them. But
version of Alabama.
This version, but you have to hear what I'm saying. It's the same version as last year's Alabama, and the year before that, and the year before that, except for the quarterback may be a little bit more athletic, but in that he's a little bit less accurate than the past guys were. I just think if you're going to beat Alabama, their defense is going to dominate. Their front seven is better than yours, better than your offensive line and your running backs typically. You have got to be able to attack their corners who don't traditionally, especially in the SEC, they don't traditionally get challenged. And when they do play somebody out of conference, their front seven just puts so much pressure on the quarterback that they panic. Yeah. So, like, for Florida to have a chance, they're going to have to eventually get a quarterback that can actually do something. The problem is your quarterback of the future may be Franks or the kid that's coming in this class, but I don't like true freshmen at quarterback. Or redshirt freshmen, for that matter. I mean, it works. I mean, Francois.
I don't even know why we're having this conversation. It doesn't matter what they do. They're not beating Alabama. It doesn't matter what they do. They're not.
But I just think if you put him in and he starts getting his bell rung because that offensive line still isn't any good, all you're going to do is retard the growth of a quarterback that could be potentially good.
No, that's all right. Fair point. My whole point is just I don't understand what we're playing for now. I'm playing for one reason. as a Florida
Bowl
fan.
game?
No, I don't care. Dude, I don't care anything about the bowl game.
I mean, you say that, but you don't. Nobody wants to go to the Birmingham Bowl.
I don't care.
Come on, man.
Yeah, all right, let me go.
I don't want to see you guys play the Birmingham Bowl
and
against
play somebody.
Arkansas State.
I'm fine with that. I'd rather do that than to go play Michigan again in the Citrus Bowl and get drummed.
That's a good point. But I don't want to see. But if you lose to Arkansas State, it's just it's a
Whatever.
no-win situation.
Whatever. I'm playing for one thing, and that's to beat Florida State. That's it. That's the only thing I want out of the rest of the year.
Ugh.
If we lose, I don't care if we lose to Muschamp. I don't care if we lose by 100 to Alabama. I don't care. If we can just beat Florida State, I'm happy with the season.
Jeez.
We beat Georgia. We beat Florida State. I'm happy with it.
That's a lot, Mom.
It's not that much.
You putting a lot on
guy.
them, man.
No, it's not that much. Florida State's not world beaters.
Yeah, we weren't world beaters yesterday. It's not the point isn't if we're world beaters. It's just you don't have an offense.
No, I understand that. Y'all don't have defense, so it's a great matchup.
The only points you may get again are if our offense decides to give you 2 again.
Y'all's defense isn't.
Our defense isn't. You just said in the break who leads the nation in interceptions.
Oh, no, I didn't say that in the break.
No, I'm just saying. I'm asking you who leads the nation.
I have no idea.
McFadden. Who leads the nation in
That's
sacks?
what happens when somebody throws the ball 80 times a game on
What
you.
I'm saying. Who leads the nation in
DeMarcus,
sacks?
but they're throwing the ball at will on you.
Okay, we've lost 3 games to 2 really good teams. North Carolina, I'm not even going to give them that. I still don't like to talk about that game. There's only one team, and I don't even know if they can beat them. I think those are the only 2 teams that could potentially. Well, actually, Louisville, not really, because he's not accurate down the field, so that kind of scares me. But Clemson or Louisville are probably 2 of the only teams outside of. I'm not going to say Michigan. Those are the teams that beat us.
I'm not saying that we are going to beat you. I'm saying it's not impossible to think that. Y'all aren't that great.
No, it's not. I mean, it's not impossible to think
Florida,
a lot of things.
Florida's had a year at this point that I almost kind of expected. You guys have had a year that nobody expected.
No, not at all. Their Showtime is not coming to mediocre teams. If they would have thought we were going to lose 3 to 4 games this year, Showtime would not have said, "Let's do a series at your school."
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're going to compare who's got the more disappointing year, there's no question.
Oh, I didn't say that. If you want, yes, this year is very disappointing. But what you said was that you guys could beat us.
No,
and
I said that's the one thing
what you're
I want.
hoping for. And I'm like, man, there's a lot better things in life to hope for. Like, I don't want you strung out like that.
What
man.
do you want me hoping for?
Like, just that there's good leftovers for Thanksgiving.
Well, that's going to happen. That's not a hope. That's going to happen.
You have a teenage boy in your house. You never know.
That's fair. I don't get that. No. You tell me I can either have a great meal for Thanksgiving or beat y'all 2 days later, I'll take beat y'all 2 days later.
Man. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. No question about it. All right.
I'm not hoping that we're going to win.
You know what
I'm knowing that we're going to win.
You need to go to ABC and chill.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
a shirt.
man, why you can't? We got to wait till the re-up. ABC and chill. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you want to make that mood go right?
Cigars are. You better not be writing that down.
Better
right
go
now.
get you some.
We better get some credit.
Let's go ABC and chill. We can watch a little football, watch a little Netflix, but nothing sets the mood right than some good Schlitz malt liquor from ABC. From ABC Fine Wine and Spirits.
Nice. We got to take a break. We're already behind. Already, man. Coming to you from the Wicked Barley Studio, you're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Visit 1010XL.com today and enter the Sticky Fingers Ultimate Tailgate. Come join the fun. Win great tasting barbecue from Sticky Fingers and cool swag from Bud Light to kickstart your next tailgate.
Let's do this!
Go to 1010XL.com now.
Listen. If you need life insurance or you need auto insurance or you need homeowners insurance, one call, and that is 646-0107 to our boy Wellington Hawkins with the Good Neighbor State Farm. 646-0107, WellingtonCares.net. Wellington takes care of my life insurance, takes care of both James and I's insurance. If you don't have life insurance, hit up WellingtonCares.net. Get with Wellington, tell him the Sports Den sent you.
Tell it everywhere I go. Tell it. Yeah, I'm a billboard. And I'm broadcasting like we're
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
I know one thing's true.
Oh, yeah, man. Nice Monday night. The calm before the storm that is tomorrow. Listen, a little bit of sports, then what's the right way to say this? Encouragement, advice. Enjoy the process.
Ooh, nice quote.
There you go.
Say that a lot in life.
Yeah. We always look for a reason to celebrate and party, right?
Right.
Whatever it is, we're gonna make the best out of anything. So, staying on this Florida thing, and then we'll start with the Jaguar election results, if you will.
Yeah.
Who we want to still be here, who we're voting for to be here for 4 years. Sticking with all that, before we get there, I'm afraid that McElwain's may need our boy soon. I don't think I'm not going to put cart before the horse, but I got to tell you right now, I'm a roller coaster of emotions with Jim McElwain. Not that high on him, not that low on him, but for some reason he doesn't fit what Florida is.
So he's too high to get over.
Yeah.
Too low to get under. You're stuck in the middle.
Stuck in the middle, man.
You know that's a song, right?
Yeah. I'm just. Yeah. I don't know. It's like he's not. I don't get excited about him. I'm neutral on the guy, which sometimes can be the worst thing, right?
Yeah.
Is just completely neutral because I for whatever reason, I'm not trying to be a jerk of a Gator fan. I just feel like Florida is better than Jim McElwain.
I agree.
Does that make sense?
I said that when you guys hired him.
Yeah. Yeah, so what he may need to do is he may want to go ahead and lob a call out to Willie Smith because he may be needing a new home.
But where would he get it from?
I mean, he's got to like Florida. I mean, maybe get like the USF going FIU job or something.
I think USF coach FIU is Butch Davis is getting that, but I think USF. I think he's gonna get somewhere. Somebody's gonna scoop him.
Yeah, maybe so.
Let's go. So down in Tampa. So good because Willie can hook you up not only in Florida but in Virginia.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he can. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's got connections.
He ain't going
all
to
over.
Vautech set.
Nah, yeah, he did that. Yeah, my man might get an extension.
Yeah.
But you know what? Hey, listen, Teeth. What's his name? McElwain? Yeah, McElwain. If you're listening, 429-3587. If you're not McElwain and you don't have big teeth and you just need to get a house, call 429-3587. Willie Smith can definitely set you on the right track and give you the proper game plan to get your teeth right and
he can't help you with your teeth.
He can help you with your teeth because the home loan that you're going to get is going to save you money in the long run, and you can afford a good orthodontist.
I got you.
See? Willie's good at all things.
I see you. I got you. I like it. Hey, seriously, what does Florida do now? Because we're staring right now, and I'm not trying to be – I think we're going to beat South Carolina. Let me say that. South Carolina doesn't do anything offensively that scares me. Nothing.
Not even beat Tennessee?
No. They don't do anything that scares me. Tennessee's a dumpster fire right now.
Right.
They don't do any there's some teams that you look at and you go, they got a chance to roll up some points. I don't look at South Carolina that way.
You know who else was like that put the kind of scared you guys a little bit, put the fear of God in you?
Who?
Vanderbilt.
Okay, but that's my point. They didn't score a bunch.
Yeah, it's just they played a good. I mean, it's just the problem.
I think if it comes down to athletes,
you got more athletes than South Carolina.
Yeah, now I think South Carolina has tripped and stumbled their way into a really good quarterback eventually, which pisses me off. By the way,
I mean,
Will Muschamp does not deserve a good quarterback ever.
Muschamp deserves all the things that are coming his way.
That's exactly what he deserves.
And
what's coming in his way is another 4 years of futility.
He's going to come home, and he should have a better homecoming. You guys, this is what's going to happen. I don't want Florida to be like the Jags.
I don't need I don't need your Florida State hat on.
You're
right
staring
now.
7 years down the road.
No, we don't.
No,
we're not. We're not going to be the Florida State of early 2000s.
It wasn't
we're not.
7 years. We weren't. Were we down 7 years?
Yeah.
No, we weren't. It wasn't that bad.
What?
We had a conference championship in 2005.
Oh yeah, that was something to brag about back then.
But what I'm saying is, there was Miami was paying guys. They were a pro program, and then Florida had found, the second worst person in the world to Nick Saban, and Urban Meyer. He came on board, and so bad things happen. It's cool, whatever happened. But then it was bad. The bottom fell out right after, 2006 to, I guess, it was 4 years where it was just terrible. Get out of here. And this is ridiculous. But, I mean, I'm thinking my Muschamp had a 10-win season, won the SEC. Was it what? Yeah, he won the SEC, right?
Muschamp's the reason why I'm so pissed off right now. How are you at Florida and you don't have a quarterback? How are you at Florida and your starting quarterback is freaking Luke Del Rio and another graduate transfer? How is that possible?
Luke Del Rio is
Man,
solid.
if I'm Steve Spurrier, when I see Muschamp, I'm just going to walk up and slap him. Just say, dude, really? I built this and this is what you turned it into?
Good. Guess what's going to happen? Actually, this is the Muschamp is going to build South Carolina up to a slight contender, go take another job. And then McElwain is going to go to South Carolina, build him up to then take another job. This is this is what happens.
Man,
South Carolina takes UF.
You know what it is, James?
Coaches.
I'm sick and tired of watching offenses that suck. And it's like year after year now, it seems like all the teams that I pull for, it's like watching Degum paint dry. I'm so tired of it, man.
So you weren't excited about 14 points?
No.
And the tremendous offensive output that the Jaguars had that so many people were so excited about for some reason.
It was, I mean, astronomically just great, wasn't it? 14 points. Oh, we had a fumble. Yeah, that would have gotten us to 21.
Which is still, like, that is right there.
That's where we're at as
the most
Jag
explosive.
fans.
That's got to be one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL that week.
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest with you, it wasn't really a big production week offensively, but still, 21 points ain't much either.
Yeah, I'm just tired of watching terrible offense. Absolutely tired.
The
of it.
offense is offensive, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on now. We'll move on to
No more Florida?
I don't know.
I mean, South Carolina's going to come in. You guys are going to get built back up. They're going to boost your confidence, and then you go play LSU, who didn't put up much offense either.
No, Cigars are. You're not sending that to marketing yet. You see the text line?
No, I didn't.
He said ABC and chill. I like it. Gonna have to send that to marketing. No, we need to have a conversation first.
Yeah, we already have it trademarked.
Yeah.
Roger Stowers is already on that. Yeah.
576 wants to know who does the music for your show. Can you share him with the rest of the 1010 guys? Look at that, getting the shout out. Scotty?
Yeah.
Well, you guys kind of helped me along there because
Hey, don't you just take the credit. You take the credit.
No, I'm going to give Scott props because an old, not that old, but an older white male.
You just went old white
Older white male, because I'm going to give him props here. He schooled me on Future.
That's true.
This is true. Okay.
The younger black guy didn't know about Future song, and Scott was like, no, that's Future. You need to get your rap straight, James. And I was like, wow, I feel bad. I feel like I need to go stand in the sun a little. I feel like I play for Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, exactly.
Like real light skin.
I'm with it. I'm hip.
What is that?
Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dr. Evil. I'm with it.
I'm not a big Austin Powers guy.
What?
No, I'm not. Call me crazy.
You're crazy.
All right, so you want to start this who's here for 4 years?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let's go down the roster.
Want to
here.
go offense first or defense?
Sure. Oh, offense. You asked me two things, didn't you?
Well, yeah. Just which one?
I wasn't going to go either. I was just going to go down the roster.
Oh, okay. Well, let me pull up the roster because there's a bunch of guys that I'm going to say no to because I don't really know.
Well,
I figure we go with the
obviously
starters.
there's obvious ones that are. But let's start here. Tyson Alualu is 29 years old.
No.
4 years.
I'm
gone.
surprised he's here now. No offense to Tyson, great guy. I just thought I thought he would be one of the guys who would have got cut in training.
Okay. Now I'm not saying project. I'm saying would you keep him for 4 years?
No. I'm saying what I'm saying is I wouldn't have kept him this year.
Really?
Yeah, I thought just with the amount of talent that they had on the D line and where they needed other spots, I would have cut him this year. And thinking that he would get picked up somewhere else is just that would have been my 2 cents.
I got you. What about Brandon Allen?
No,
gone. I'm with you on that. I mean, he
we'll
may
have
turn out
another
to be
quarterback.
great.
You'll have either Blake's your guy or you have another quarterback at that.
All right. Prince Amakimura.
No.
Nope, I'm with you. Richard Ash, no. Kelvin Beachum, no.
No.
Aurelius Ben.
Nah.
Nope. Blake Bortles. Let's come back to Blake Bortles.
Okay.
All right. Scott, make a note of the ones that I say that, please, because I don't have actually, never mind. I got it right here. I'm making a note of the ones we're saying we're going to come back to.
Blake.
Okay. Arthur Brown, no.
No.
AJ Can,
Yes.
All right, so we got AJ Can is our first yes for 4 years. Aaron Colvin.
Yes.
All right. Now we're rocking. I agree with you on that one. Jonathan Cyprian.
Cut him now.
Wow. Now?
He's supposed to be playing better, though.
He is playing better, but he don't even want to make it to Election Day. Just bump him.
I'm just messing with you. Don't come looking for me, Sip. But
That's harsh.
Nah, just he's. I think he's
No, he's not a 4-year guy.
I don't think he's here for.
No. Sheldon Day.
Yes.
All right, I'm with you there. Dante Fowler Jr.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tashawn Gibson. No.
Nah. He went to Wyoming. Wow.
Corey Grant.
Nah.
No. Rashad Green.
Nope.
No. Bryce Harris. No.
Don't even know who you are.
Chad Henne. No.
Nope.
Devon House.
Peace.
Alan Hearns.
Yes.
4 years, absolutely. Chris Ivory.
No. He'll
Just
be on another
because
team.
he's 28.
He'll be over 30.
College for Chris Ivory?
You said what?
College. Give me the college for you're looking at it, aren't you?
Oh, Tiffin.
Yeah, how about that? Did you know that before you
No,
looked
I
at
did.
it?
I actually looked at it last night and was like, I don't even know where that's at. It's okay. Good for him.
Miles Jack.
Yes.
That quick, huh?
Yes. I just think like right now they're redshirting him essentially. Like they don't. I mean, we don't even know what he is, but I think he's young enough to actually be able he'll grow into the position.
Malik Jackson. Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to cut him. I think he's performing well. His contract might bring him damn near there anyway.
Well, I don't even want to think about contracts. I'm just saying,
just in general.
Slate, yeah,
he's 30 years old. Yes,
he's 26.
No, I'm saying in 4 years he'll be 30 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as a defensive lineman all day long. Josh Johnson. I'm gonna say absolutely. I actually think Josh Johnson's got a chance to be really good.
I mean,
they've played him in
young.
spots and he hasn't been burnt. He's actually made some plays. I'm going to go Josh Johnson, yes, with an asterisk because still to be determined on, exactly what he is. Avery Jones, man, let's come back to Avery.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Ben
Koyak.
Koyak? No.
Nah.
Marquise Lee.
I'm gonna say no. He'll be in the NFL, but I don't think he'll be here. I don't think we renew his contract when it comes up.
All right, we're going to split the difference on that. I'm going to say yes.
Even though I like the way he's playing, I hope he continues to play. I hope he makes as much money in the NFL as he can. I just think the first 2 years it's very difficult for him to overcome here.
Mercedes Lewis is no because he's 32. Yeah. Brandon Linder, yes. Right?
Yep. Senderic, nope.
Senderic, no. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Jason Myers, no?
No, we'll be to another kicker at that point.
Dude, he's 25.
Yeah, but he still doesn't they'll find.
He's had a great year this year.
Missed a kick this
missed a 53-yarder.
That's not the point. Have you been seeing how 50-yarders aren't like
I've
that
seen a
thing
bunch
anymore.
of missed 50-yarders.
I've seen some clutch ones out, and that unless you're Adam Vinatieri, I'm saying I can't guarantee a kicker's job. And the only reason I know about Adam Vinatieri because he's on every one of my fantasy teams, and he puts up points.
All right, well that puts us right at the halfway point. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll start on everything that starts with an N and below. And then we'll go back through the ones that we'll keep. And I've got a reason for this exercise. And, well, I'll just tell you what the reason is, to show you the ineptitude of what Gus Bradley is.
Yeah.
And this staff is. Because I got a feeling we're going to have a lot of these on the 4-year side.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about because if you're going to be here for 4 years, you might as well set roots. And there's no better way to set roots than buying a home. And if you're going to buy a home, you might as well go get the mortgage expert in Willie Smith.
That's not what I was talking about, but that's a great lead-in.
I mean,
we're getting pretty damn good at this radio stuff.
So I'm just saying it makes sense. If you're going to be here for 4 years, why pay rent?
Don't pay rent.
Invest in something. And no better investment than in a home loan. Willie Smith does this better than anybody else. He is your local VA expert.
All right. Well, there we go. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Sports Den in the Wicked Barley Studios and brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. We'll be right back.
If you're in the market looking for a new home, you got to make sure you got the right mortgage, and you got to make sure you have the right person that's going to protect you. You don't want it to fall through, so you need to get with Willie Smith. Willie Smith can get you the proper plan to be able to get the home of your dream. Doesn't matter if you have little blemishes on your credit report. He can help you walk through those things and get to where you need to be. Willie Smith, WillieSmithHomeLoans.com. Willie Smith, Hamilton Group Funding, NMLS 834932. WillieSmithHomeLoans.com.
The Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
By the way, before we get back into this 4-year or not deal going down the Jags roster here. Want to make sure that we get in. We got to go by Rogers Towers tomorrow.
Right.
So that made me think, give people Rogers Towers what they're doing with us. And the 88 Blessings Foundation, I got news for you.
What's that?
One, Sam Matthews.
Nice.
Matthews Builders called me today and said they're in.
Nice.
They are taking the kid. So $150. You can help get a kid Christmas through 88 Blessings and Rogers Towers.
We got a good amount of you guys that have reached out to us on social media. Sorry about not being as quick to respond to that. We'll definitely try to get back to you guys this week with how to follow up and how to do the stuff. Appreciate the quick responses. One, appreciate you guys listening to us. And I'm going to tell you already, thank you in advance from those families. And, hey, can we go ahead and talk about, try to encourage people to do the thing?
Do the thing.
I mean, just to do it.
Yeah, go.
So, hey, one, we'll tell. Hey, we'll go ahead and shout you out on the air. If it's if you're going to sponsor one kid, we'll shout you out on air. Well, eventually,
Yep.
or on the podcast. If you get
we'll do it on air.
We'll do it on air. If you get 3, you'll definitely get something from Alan. We'll make sure whether it's a letter or something like that. Hey, if you get 5
You
or
gonna have
more,
that man writing letters?
well, I mean, a signed autograph. Okay. Listen, college football recruitment letters.
Dear Sam.
That's what I mean. Like college football recruitment letters. Dear, blank, stock paragraph, signed.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
We'll make sure we get you something,
We'll get you something. Something from Hearns. And then if you're getting 5 or more, we'll hook you up. We'll make sure you're at the event. We'll get you the VIP treatment. If you've never done something with us at the Sports Den, trust me, we do. When we say we're gonna give you VIP treatment that we would want to get.
We're even talking about an after party.
Yeah, we're talking about an after party. So I mean, you're with us. You're rolling with us. So
yeah. So December 16th is the event. Again, it's 88 Blessings Foundation, Alan Hearns' mom, and Rogers Towers, and we're just fortunate enough that they involved us in it. And essentially, what we're doing is we're providing Christmas for the moms of single parent moms.
Yeah, so that they can provide for their kids.
So they can give it to their kids.
And I'm pretty sure if you know just how athletes hang out, I don't know if you guys are familiar. Like anytime we do a Seminole event, anytime we go support each other, anytime the Jaguars do an event, there's the possibility that other guys will be there. So if
we're not going to guarantee.
Yeah, we're not going to guarantee, but there may or may not be some other guys. So hey, a lot of you guys are talking real froggy. Sponsor 5 or more kids, and you earn the opportunity. No, I'm just joking. Please don't do that.
No,
Please
don't
don't come and be a jerk.
No.
But please help us support the kids.
Absolutely. There you go. Let's get back to this roster. Where was I?
We're on
we are at Yannick Ngakoue.
Yanni,
yes?
Yes.
Yanni's in for 4 more years.
Hopefully. I like Yanni.
Brad Nortman. Hell yeah. He's MVP right now.
Yeah, he's one of the best guys we got.
Yeah. I mean, that guy's a weapon.
Yeah.
Jared Odrick.
I mean, sorry.
Nope.
Peace.
Yep. Patrick Omame. No.
Yeah. Hey, you never. I mean,
you say yeah?
I said no, but then I'm thinking depth. No, I don't want.
No.
There's a guy that you want for 4 years. I'm just gonna go with that.
Jeremy Parnell. Nope.
Deuces.
Paul Puslesny.
Peace.
He's just because he's 32. Dude's balling right now, though.
Yeah. All right.
Dude, how can you say he's not?
I'm not saying he's not balling. I'm just saying if there was another linebacker available in free agency that was younger,
yeah,
I would take him.
Yeah, but I'm making the point he's had a hell of a year.
Yeah.
Hayes Pillard.
Yeah, I think he'll be here.
I actually am with you on that. I'd keep him around. He's 24 years old?
Yeah.
Jalen Ramsey, yes,
contractually obligated to be here.
Again, we're not.
I'm just saying, but yeah, he'll be here.
Chris Reed.
I mean, he's 1 year, first year player.
Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah on that. Yeah, A-Rob. Wow.
Do I want him to be here, or do I think he'll be here?
Do you want him to be here?
Yeah.
And we're not making decisions.
Yeah. Yes, you want him here for 4 more years.
All right. I'm gonna go with you on that. Not as excited about it as I once was, but I'm gonna go with you. Denard Robinson, no.
Nope.
Tyler Shatley.
Yeah.
All we've ever heard is how good Tyler Shatley is. I mean, that's all we've ever heard. Now, have you seen the dude do anything? No, Tyler. No. Dan Scuda, no.
Nope.
Chris Smith, no. Telvin Smith.
Yep.
Absolutely. Fact. Start working on that deal now. Let's see. Neil Sterling.
Yeah. Talk about him really good.
I'll take him. And I'll take him for one reason, because we don't have another tight end on here that I want for 4 more years.
Right. Next tight end, nah.
Julius Thomas, nope. Peyton Thompson, nope. Carson Tinker.
Yep.
All right.
He's a long snapper. I mean, once you get that, like, you just roll with those.
Best
guys.
job in football.
Yep.
They can't even hit you.
Your boy coming up.
Brian Walters, no. Gosh, no. Jared Wilson, no.
He's a rookie.
Yeah.
I guess.
TJ Yeldon.
Nah.
No?
Nope.
So we don't have a single back that you want here for 4 years.
I think Chris Ivory's just going to age himself out.
Right.
I honestly think we're going to probably address the running back position, if not this draft, the next draft.
I'm going to say yeah to TJ Yeldon. Not because I think he's great, not because I think he's going to be great or anything like that, but because I think he's going to be one of these guys that you look up and he's played 9 years, and you've got TJ Yeldon as a backup, and that's not a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going down to injured reserves, Michael Bennett, no.
You think he's done?
I don't want him for 4 years.
Okay.
Luke Jokel.
Nah. No. 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 No.
I'm just messing with you. No. Roy Miller, no. He's 29. He's a great player. I mean that. He is a very good player. 29-year-old defensive tackles, 33-year-old defensive tackles, yeah.
Nah.
James Sample, no.
Should have came up off that jersey.
That's not the reason why.
That's the reason why he's not going to be here, man.
Josh Wells, yes. Yes. For me on Josh Wells.
Sure.
6'6", 305, 25 years old.
Yeah.
And when he's gotten a chance, he's played decent. I'm going to look at the
practice squad?
Yeah, no, don't see anybody on there.
Wait a minute, Luis Nix?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was on.
They brought him in 2 weeks ago.
I just don't understand why it hasn't worked out for him, man.
I don't either, actually. He's an
so
explosive
talented,
cat, man. I'm with you. I'm with you 100% on that. I don't know
Come
why
on,
it hasn't
Moncrief.
Yeah.
Let's get it together, baby.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one for sure. And then the pup list, no and no. Luke Bowanko.
Nah.
Yeah, I'll say no. And
Well,
then,
I mean, Jonathan Woodard.
what?
I mean, didn't he have a pretty decent camp?
I don't know. I don't know anything about
And
it.
he had a lot of sacks in college.
At Central Arkansas?
Yeah.
You watch those games?
No, I was just listening to what they talked about in the draft report. I
Yeah.
don't know anything about Central Arkansas, and I'm not going to pretend to know
They
anything.
got purple turf.
Really?
That's all I know.
That's kind of cool.
It actually is. It's like a purple and gray. Like, Google it. Central Arkansas Football Stadium. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
One of these days.
All right, so here's my point. So here's what we did is we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 that we agreed on were absolute yeses. 3 that, like, I think Marquise Lee is an absolute yes.
Yeah. I mean, I like Marquise Lee. I just don't think he'll be here.
I think he is. I think he's going to be here. Again, it's not whether or not we think he's going to be here. It's whether or not we would keep him here.
Okay, if that's the case, from what the Albino Tigers done now, I'll keep him.
Okay, Jason Myers.
So I guess it's the 20 that
we won't
agreed
count
on.
Jason Myers because, I mean, like you said, the kicker's a dime a dozen. Okay.
So we're still 19. No, Jason Myers is who you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I said TJ Yeldon.
Yeah.
Blake Bortles. Let's get on Blake Bortles for a second.
You know what?
I can't.
No.
No, absolutely not.
I don't want him.
Man, that's a risky move, James.
No, I don't want him. I'd rather I want a veteran. Into the
a
text
veteran
line
for 4 more years?
In the text line, we actually kept 20. So just to let you realize we didn't cut everybody.
Yeah.
And that's about par for the course for most NFL teams. There's
Right.
only a skeleton of guys that you can't lose, and then you fill it with a lot of other players that fill roles.
Yeah. Blake. But look, get back to Blake Bortles. You seriously are just that? You're done with him?
I just think I think he has the talent. I just think I didn't think the world of him last year. I thought he put up the stats. Yes, everybody's going to pepper me to death with that. But it was also in garbage time. We cannot fail to look at the context. And then when there's times when you actually need him to perform in this year when it's supposed to be his year compared to the development of other quarterbacks his age, I just don't see it.
Okay, so maybe he's a slow learner.
You don't have. It's called not for long.
I understand
It's not
that.
called SLD.
It's called not for long with everybody but the quarterback. Look around the league.
Well, when you do that,
I mean, I'm sitting here watching Tyrod Taylor, who just signed a massive deal.
how long has Tyrod Taylor been in the league?
Same time as Blake, right?
And Tyrod Taylor won. How many games did Tyrod Taylor run in the 3 years?
Are we gonna say that's on him or?
I'm
Are we saying
I'm
this is on
just
Blake?
saying it's not all on Blake, but he makes a good amount of mistakes, and also Tyrod Taylor's deal is terrible. If it works out,
Yeah,
it works
true.
out, but it's not like he has a great deal.
His agent didn't do him any favors. No, you're right on that. I just think Blake Bortles for me right now is maybe I'm the last one in the city. I just know what it means, man. When you cut a quarterback, is you're praying for Dak, right? You're praying to find one of those.
I'm of the impression that what we would need to do during free agency next year, along with addressing the offensive line, is finding some free agent quarterback that we think. I don't know, but just think about when we won. Mark Brunell was not drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
But he was young.
There's guys that are out there, I'm sure, that
you
we
gonna go
looked
get
at.
Jimmy Garoppolo?
I haven't looked at them yet. Why not?
I mean,
Garoppolo's body of work is better right now
it's
than.
not. I mean, I'll take
granted, his
Garoppolo
coaches
over,
are better.
I'll take him over Blake right now. Absolutely.
There's
I'm not saying
somebody
that.
out there that we may be able to. I have not put the time. I will admit this. I have not put the time in to look at what free agent quarterback that I would like. I'm just saying that I would like to see something like that, and then you make Blake compete, and guess what? Something good may come out of it. You have the cap room to take that risk.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you're gonna do that next year when he's in the last
next year.
of
That's
his
what I
deal.
mean. Like next year, make him compete for it.
Yeah. All right. That's so. So what you're saying is bring in a veteran. Don't draft somebody next year.
Unless you just really feel like I don't know how I feel about Watson, and I don't even know if Watson will be there if we're at
Watson
3.
a lot.
Because if Cleveland has a chance to take Watson, they're going to probably take him. And poor Watson, he's thinking,
Well,
what have I done?
I mean, if they don't, San Francisco, you kidding
But
me?
he's thinking in his head, what have I done in life to make the Cleveland Browns draft?
Well, you know the 49ers are taking a quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
There's no
Yeah,
question
no
about
question.
that. So, I mean, Deshaun Watson's probably not getting to you.
Right.
But, I mean, I could roll with your theory there of bring in – you're going to have to pay for it now. I mean, you're going to have to pay for somebody, so bring somebody in, see what Blake does against competition. I could roll with that.
I think one of the biggest problems that has happened in the NFL and why you see some of the I guess I'll say mediocrity happening is that there's no competition in certain positions. Like just because you have even if your quarterback is a franchise quarterback and you think he's there, make him earn it.
288 on the text line on the Duval Ford text line just said Romo or Breeze. Let me tell you why neither one of those are going to happen. The teams can't afford to cut them.
Yeah.
Dallas cuts Romo. It's a $42 million cap hit. $42 million to cut him. Breeze just restructured his deal that would kill the Saints if they got rid of him.
The only way that would happen is if the teams again went back in and restructured their deals, like you were just talking about.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, and that's the point. Like, why would you give up the leverage in the league that you really don't have much in?
Yeah. So I mean, I think the Romo stuff and Breeze stuff can definitely go. And listen, New Orleans, don't look now; they're 4-4 with some good young talent on the other side of the ball. They're not doing anything. I mean, they're in a division. All they got to do is catch up with Atlanta.
Yeah,
Carolina's in the crapper.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason. So I mean, the point of the exercise is we came up with 20. I think that's a good number. I think a couple years ago, 2 years ago, we'd have come up with like 5 or 7. Right. So now we're at 20.
And here's the problem with that is that in my theory on why the Jaguars are in the position they're in is of those 20, you have a lot of youth and even your veterans are still relatively young. And you got to have, when you have a team like that, you've got to have a coach that has, as the military call, command presence, that people actually kind of fear a little bit. Not saying they're terrified of it, but I mean.
How about this? Out of those 20, We have drafted all but 2.
So, I mean, so you know what that tells me? If from our assessment, and now granted, y'all tell us we don't know what the hell we talk about all the time. The only thing we've done in the last 2 years is predicted has been right, and you still tell us how wrong we are. You know, go figure. That tells me that's not necessarily Caldwell.
Yeah. I mean, out of those 20, 18 Caldwell drafted.
And where the other 2 here before he got here?
Malik Jackson and Brad Nortman.
So those are people he picked up as
signed, yeah.
Those are his big name free agent signings. And then the other guys like Prince Amukamara, somebody who just won't be here.
He's a 1-year deal anyway.
He just won't be here for 4 years.
Yeah.
Like some of these guys just won't. They aren't young.
Well, they're not young, and they're just a guy.
Yeah,
they're guys
they're
that you can
young.
replace.
Let me rephrase that.
You can't replace, and we got to take a break. We're behind here, but you can't replace guys like Telvin,
right?
Or guys like Hearns.
Like if Telvin's not there, there's a couple passes across the middle that are caught that'll give you either deep first downs or get good field position, or possibly could be touchdowns.
Yeah. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll stay on this a little bit more. We're also going to venture into the world of Florida State a little bit as well. Just take a little whip around the local teams, as well as we had a local running back commit today to an ACC school.
Nice.
We'll get into that as on the other side as well. You're listening to the Sports Den, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, coming to you from Wicked Barley Studio on 1010XL and 92.5 FM. Man, I'm hungry right now. You're in here eating all this crap, James. Just plain crap. You know what I'm actually craving, because I'm looking at his website, is Jay Phelan stuff at J. William Culinary. J. William Culinary will cook your meal for you. They'll package it for you. They'll deliver it to you. You heat it up. You eat it. And it's better than anything that you can cook, that you can prepare, and it's healthy for you as well. Go to jwilliamculinary.com. That's jwilliamculinary.com.
1010XL, 92.5 FM. Join us in the Sports Den. Call or text 641-1010.
I got to be educated on this one.
I don't know what this is. It's kind of funky, though.
It's Outcast.
Really?
Really?
Featuring Cujo Goody.
From Cujo from the Goody Mob. My bad. You probably don't know what that is.
I'm trying to listen. And
I'm just reading what's in front of me here. The song's called N2U.
Okay.
Huh. All right. We can roll with that.
You were a fan of Outkast. I figured you'd recognize
I am a
this.
fan of Outkast, but I didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't do it. Didn't. I'll look it up later. Hey, Andrew sent us a text a little while ago.
What's that?
He said you should get a dental sponsor for Toothy, also known as Jim McElwain. He says you can hear it now. McElwain saying, my teeth were bigger than my offense, but thanks to Denny and James in the den, I can smile even though my offense sputtered like a dragster at the Gainesville Raceway.
You know what everybody likes, Denny?
What's that?
Parfait.
Parfait?
Everybody likes parfait. That's what that's right. You don't like kid stuff. He reminds me of Shrek. Not Shrek, Donkey from Shrek. Yeah. And I just, every time I see his teeth, I just think of like, man, just wow.
Yeah. Well,
bless his wife. Shouts out to Jim McElwain's wife, man. Give her a high five. You know, you're the real MVP. You're the real MVP. Because if you can go up and if you can wake up to that every morning and kiss that, man, you deserve
easy.
You deserve
now
every
we're just taking
penny.
shots that are unnecessary.
Come on, bruh. I'm not saying Jimbo. I ain't saying Jimbo is handsome. But
this ain't a Florida thing.
But I'm just saying that.
Well, you know, I mean, our partners can do a lot, but and Chris Malone can do a lot. He can pretty much fix anything you got at the house. But he can't fix teeth.
He can't work with the teeth.
No. I talked to him today for a while.
That's nice.
Actually, yeah. Yeah, they're busy, dude. They're busy, but he loves hearing from Sports Den listeners. Has helped quite a few of you, actually, and so we appreciate you guys calling him. Local company, roofing, restoration, water restoration, whatever you got going on. Maybe you just avoided the storm altogether, but it's about that time. You gave Willie a call, you refied, you got some money, and now you want a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Want to do your kitchen up, or maybe you want. You know what? Somebody build a nice outdoor kitchen with a fire pit and invite us over.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
I don't think he lives there no more, but remember a guy used to be a spot. J. Doug had a nice outdoor fire pit.
Yeah.
I went to his crib for like a Christmas party one time. And it
But if you need that, call Chris at Triton Roofing and Restoration. He'll hook you up. He and his boys, all local guys, been here forever. 315-7776. That's 315-7776. Where are we at with Florida State now? You guys
playing for a bowl game.
I mean, you guys
road to Miami.
Escaped on Saturday. Let's be fair, though. That's a game that nobody was comfortable with.
Right. They always play us tough, and I've been going to some of the war chant rooms, the Seminole rooms.
Why?
And people, they tag me into it, and for the most part, it's just they're disappointed. And a lot of people
go in a chat. I will never go into one of those.
Well, they respect my opinion, and I tell them the truth. I mean, I'm not going to be I always tell people I'm not going to be a Georgia Bulldog fan with Mark Richt, but at the same time, I want to tell people the truth about things how I see it. Like, Jimbo's got to make some decisions, man. Like, we gave him a pass when he won the national championship, obviously. Yeah, and then 2 years back, but then
he
next
earned
year
a pass.
He earned a pass.
Yeah,
and then the next year it was still some things that were, when you saw the decision making that Jameis was making, and then all of a sudden getting himself out of it. But when you look at the years before that, and then now you look at the years since, you start to wonder, like, was Jameis really just that good? Like, because when I look at, he's won since he's been his time in Tallahassee. We've won 3 ACC championships.
Mm-hmm. He's
almost been there a decade.
Has he?
Yeah, he has a coordinator and a head coach.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And now granted, I'm not going to make FSU fans cringe, but for all of the ills as Jeff Bowden had more ACC championships than him. Now, he has the national championship, but again, he had a tremendous quarterback. So
he's got 2 of them with Jameis.
2 of them with Jameis. And then even before that, we had opportunities in 2011 to win it, but you choked against North Carolina State, and I forgot who we choked against that year as well, because we lost 2 to keep us out of it. 2012 we had to get some help. Obviously 13 and 14 we did our thing. The losses to teams that are subpar are just not acceptable. I don't mind, like, hear me in this. I don't like getting my behind whooped by Louisville. But when I look at what Louisville has, I give you that. Okay. Yeah. Clemson is not a subpar team. I give you that. Losing to North Carolina in a shootout is not acceptable. Granted, the offense did their thing, the defense did not. At home, your job is that's not the first time that this has happened with that defensive coordinator. It started his first year with Oregon. Every time we face a spread team, they do that to us. The NC State game, though, I'm going to put that on you. I don't understand how, especially in the last 2 drives, important times, we have a guy who's getting hot. You feed the beast in Dalvin Cook. But you decided to put the ball in the hands of a redshirt freshman quarterback with inexperienced wide receivers out there, even though they're making plays. Mm-hmm. But this was the argument I had. And Jimbo comes out and says, well, we can't run the ball when they're putting 8 and 9 in the box. So what do I go do? I go and look at the game today. I screenshotted it. The first play before we scored the touchdown, there were 8 in the box. But you know why there were 8 in the box? We were in a 2 tight end set.
12 personnel?
Yeah, with the tight ends offset, so pretty much at wings. Of course, you're going to have 8. You're going to have a box overloaded. The defense.
That's why you get in that.
Yeah,
set.
The defense lined up to you. You could have ran out of that.
You schemed yourself into an 8.
Even in that situation, he threw the ball down the middle of the field in single high safety, right to the safety. The safety drops the ball. Who is wide open in that situation? Dalvin Cook. Yeah. Dalvin Cook could have skated down the sidelines with his speed and scored a touchdown. Even in the Jesus Loves Me touchdown that came right after that, where the ball hung in the air for 20 seconds. Yeah, you know what? They had 6 in the box. We could call it 7 in the box, but technically that safety was out of it by alignment. He was still back far enough to where he didn't have any weight, any chance to make a play. If he's
past 8 yards, I don't count him.
Yeah, so, I mean, the thing is no, Jimbo. That's not acceptable, dude. Like, we barely got out of there. If a defender just looks that ball in and doesn't try to score a touchdown, we lose the game to North Carolina State, and we've got 4 losses.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to count Charleston Southern in this for multiple reasons. One, their whole team was suspended.
Right.
But just listen to the scores this year. And this is what gets me. Is you're 6-3, 3-3 in conference play. But here's your scores: 45-34 win, 63-20 loss, 55-35 win, 37-35 loss, 20-19 win, 17-6 win, 37-34 loss, 24-20 win. That's not Florida State scores. There's not a blowout on there.
No. And
outside of Charleston Southern, and you look at it, and the 55-35 is USF. The 17-6 is Wake Forest.
Right, which is, again, I didn't even think about the Wake Forest game was embarrassing. Yeah. I'm afraid I'm going to the Boston College game, with my kid and my wife
on Friday night.
On a Friday night, which is whatever. I would much rather go see my high school play on a Friday night because I haven't been to a game.
The fact that they're playing on a Friday night
is just embarrassing, which is another story with why I hate the ACC at times. But I started to grow and have an admiration for Jimbo in 13, not just because of Jameis, but because I saw heartless Jimbo. Like the Jimbo that did what Bobby Petrino did to us, to other teams. We don't have that. And it's such this thing where we're trying to, okay, here's the thing. We're not playing the young guys because they don't know what to do. Okay. That works with me for a little bit. Until I see the young guys get on the field not knowing what to do and getting separation.
Yeah, yep.
Here's the thing. Guess what? If they're doing this in week 2, guess what? They would know what now. Yeah. They would know what to do. You have guys who know what to do that can't get open.
Yeah.
And that's not good. That's terrible.
Good coaching has put those guys where they do understand.
Yeah, and that's what made
let them run.
2013 to 2014, I'll go back to 2012. You were playing guys that had a desire to play, and they did not always do things the best way. But what does every football coach in America say? If you're going to make a mistake, make it full speed. And those are the type of guys that you had. You have the talent. We have to put that talent on the field, and you have to demand it. You have to command it and get back to where you were at 13.
Yeah. Cabby said McElwain looks like Gary Busey.
Ooh, wow. Yeah. Gary Busey's teeth, he's growing into his teeth with old age.
Tommy Hilliard, what's going on, my man?
Oh, well, truthfully, boys, we just got done cleaning the big old buck deer that we hunt, shot today. So we're getting that done, and at least we killed something because
I'll split the meat. I'll split it with you.
Killed Florida.
I'll split it with you.
Now Peter's going to call us.
You want me to bring you, look here, Denny, you want me to bring you some venison?
Huh?
Venison.
Yeah.
Sam won't ever bring you any. Sam don't hunt.
Yeah, give me, I want some sausage.
Ooh.
Oh, Big Bill.
Venison sausage,
yeah. Big Bill, we got that covered. Wait for the Christmas party.
All right, there we go.
I sent Big Bill about 150, 200 pounds of venison for the Christmas party for the fish show.
Oh, there we go.
So
yeah.
we got that covered. Yeah. Tough break on the Gators, huh?
Yeah, that's just not good, man. It's just not good. Hey, do you agree with me, a former Florida player, do you agree with me that Florida's better than McElwain?
Yeah, but yes, the program itself is. You know what I mean? I hate to sound like that, but yeah, we as a state are better than the coach who coaches us. Our talent outplays our coach. But you can't do it. I mean, he's playing the cards he got dealt.
I understand.
You know?
I like him. I mean,
don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm playing Muschamp for all of this. I mean,
listen, man.
I do too.
Muschamp is a stand-up guy.
Man, just take your Florida State hat off.
If I could get everybody to get a GoFundMe account, can we just get a GoFundMe account to go egg Muschamp?
Go egg him?
Yeah, why not?
No, I can't participate in illegal
account,
activities like that, Tommy Hilliard. You got to call me off air.
Oh no, that's not funny.
I mean, I can't. I listen. I mean, the fact that we're playing, the quarterbacks that we're playing is embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing, and it's not just this year. It's Treon last year. It's the whole 9.
He didn't recruit him. It's not his fault.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the poor guy got.
But it's the same guy that said he could win with his dog at quarterback. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Well, look here. Yeah.
One hell of a
chance.
dog. Give him, one hell of a dog.
Look, he'll coach him up. I got my faith.
All right, Big
All right,
Tom.
what do you want? You want a couple backstracks, some ham, or what do you want?
I'll take whatever you got. Hey,
deer ham?
Yeah.
I thought ham was pork.
Slice like it. Slice like it.
Oh, okay.
All right, see you guys.
All right, brother.
I don't know anything about deers.
Oh, 576. I didn't miss it. I just saw it. You didn't see it. Jimmy Graham's catch just now was ridiculous. Look behind you. They'll show it again.
I saw I got 9 points on fantasy.
Yeah, no, wait. You should have got 90 for this catch. It was nasty. Tied up at 14. Buffalo and Seattle right now on the Monday Night Football game. Anyway, let's come back. Let's get back on some Jaguar stuff. And I got a feeling that I'll get through some of these Duval Ford texts as well. I got a feeling we will head back down the McElwain way once I get into some of these as well. But listen, if you have any needs at all with your house, then you just need to give my boy Chris Malone a call. I can't say it enough. They're good folks. They're just good guys. James and I go over there every now and then. It's a fun office to be in.
Yeah.
Because they're just regular dudes, man, out there working hard. They like this area. They've lived here their whole life. Water damage, roof damage, missing shingles. I'm telling you, I'm driving around seeing a bunch of you jokers missing shingles, and you're not doing anything about it. You need to give them a call, 315-7776. That's 315-7776. That's Triton Roofing and Restoration. We'll be right back. It's always good whenever your partners are friends of yours, and that's the deal with Chris Malone and Triton Roofing and Restoration for me. 315-7776 is how you get a hold of Chris. That's his cell number. He says give him a call. He will personally handle it for you guys, all the Sports Den listeners. Local guy, coaches at Bowles, played at Mandarin, not going anywhere. Don't fall for any of these out-of-town companies coming in here because of the hurricane. 315-7776, Triton Roofing and Restoration.
This is the Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Yeah, 1010XL text line driven by Duval Ford. Going crazy as it always does here in Wicked Barley Studios. We're definitely making a Wicked Barley stop tomorrow.
I can do it. I mean, I ain't got nobody. Well, I mean, I got to take care of the elderly moms, the grandmoms. But other than that, I'm a geographical bachelor.
Yeah. I haven't been there since early last week. Like I
went on Thursday.
Having withdrawals.
And I went on Saturday.
Yeah,
I might as well go tomorrow. And then maybe try to squeeze it in because I'm be gone. I'm leaving on Thursday.
Yeah, I am too.
So
I am too. Yeah.
I don't want them to miss me.
Yeah. I wonder. You think they'd survive without us showing up?
I don't know.
I think they'd do just fine.
They'll be like, God, thank God those guys didn't show up again.
Yeah, I am having withdrawals, though, from the French fries. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the thing, man. Like, I need to lose some weight, but that ain't gonna happen right now. Not with the partners we got, bro.
They're definitely not helping. We got to get some, keep them because that's part of it. I don't trust people without any vices. But we just got to get some better, some ones that can help us get a little more fit, a little more svelte.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. But I'm becoming like perfectly round. Like if you push me from behind, I'll just roll.
You know, as wide as you are tall.
Yeah, it's about where I'm getting right now. I'm at that point too, man, where it's like frustrating. Wake up every morning like pissed off at myself that I got this way again. But I won't do a damn thing about it. Yeah, that's the part that really kind of sucks. But maybe someday I'll get motivated and get after it. 1010XL text line. Let's go through some of these here. A lot of Jim McElwain's. Trigger McElwain. Mr. Ed McElwain. 716 says the NFL is not where a quarterback learns how to throw. This has to be ingrained in his muscle memory from years of practice. With Drake, for whatever reason, it is not. He has to use at least part of his concentration on his throwing, which takes away at least part of it from the play. This is why he can't play loose and free. 716. You make good points. I'll disagree with some of them. You have guys who are natural throwers of the ball. A lot of guys aren't, man. I mean, a lot of guys are just, they got big arms, but they don't know how to throw. Muscle memory is, in my opinion, James, I think it's kind of a myth.
Muscle memory?
I think it's kind of a myth when it comes to throwing a football.
Okay.
I think you've got to find like here. Follow me here. Everybody's got their perfect ideal of what a motion is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But not everybody's body can do that. Not everybody's going to get there. It's like a golf swing. Like you're going to have your own spin on a golf swing.
You know what really made me not even care about throwing motion anymore was seeing Phillip Rivers live and in person.
Yeah.
And his throwing motion is far from ideal, but that man can carve up a defense.
Yeah, and watch any golf on any weekend. Everybody's got a different swing. If you really, really look, Derek Carr's got a beautiful throw motion.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady, okay.
The one thing I will say, though,
Peyton Manning, no.
There are people who have really awkward throwing motions or the ball comes out weird, but as long as the release is fast.
Yeah.
I think where Blake struggles is a lot of the flaws that people picked on Tebow about is that the ball comes from way down low and it's a delay motion. Actually, when I'm looking at the routes and looking at these guys, some of the passes, like the wide receiver was open before the ball actually got out of Blake's hands.
Yeah.
Which if he had a tighter motion, it could be that could be the difference.
Yeah.
Which
every tick makes a lot of difference. And 716, you're right. Like, I mean, there are reasons why. I don't think it's that he's concentrating so much on his throwing and that takes away, part of it from the play. I don't think that's it. I think, I mean, let's just be honest. If there's a lot of guys who have survived with not great arms because they make such quick decisions.
Yeah.
Drew Brees has a way above average arm, but his decision-making is second to none. So something's got to improve, yes. All I'm saying about Blake is you take that step, and now you're really rolling the dice. But with that being said, if he plays like he's played this year, it doesn't do any good to waste any more time on it. So I understand. I definitely understand. 718 looked up free agent quarterbacks. Cousins is the best free agent quarterback next year.
No. I don't like that.
That's what 718 said, too. He said, no thanks. 534 said Blake throws to nobody in the end zone instead of Hearns or the $40 million man. Yeah, true. 534 says even if you fix technique, he's not football smart. That's okay. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, get rid of him. No question. Big Sam.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for hopping on board with 88 Blessings, by the way.
Oh, man, it only makes me happy to make someone else happy.
There you go. You go.
That being said, I'm just pissed off right now.
Why? Your Alabama just beat LSU. Be happy.
Well, I mean, it's expected, so I'm not worried about that. We played LSU at LSU. What I'm pissed off about is Jacksonville, period, as a whole.
The whole city?
I'm a little disappointed, to be honest with you, Denny. I ain't gonna lie.
Why?
Well, first of all, the Jags can't win anything. They think they're entitled to something, but they can't go out there and win a football game.
Okay.
And then we renamed the Suns to Jumbo Shrimp. God bless it.
Which is delicious.
Shrimping with Tom Hilliard.
The Jumbo Shrimp are delicious, man.
Thursdays is now over.
Okay, so I know Sam well enough to know that Sam partakes in Thirsty Thursdays at the ballpark, right?
Well, they're not going to have Thirsty Thursdays because they're Jumbo Shrimp now?
Well, that's what I was going to ask Sam.
Shrimp and grits.
Huh?
Only if they have shrimp and grits.
That's what I'm hoping for. Like, everybody was, like, making the big deal, and I'm like, okay, it's kind of bad, but then I looked at most minor league teams have weird names. And then I thought think of the concession stand. I mean, the sausages were pretty good at the Suns game. I mean, I went to a couple. My son tore them up.
Yeah.
He eats, like, hot dogs and sausages. Like, he doesn't eat them the traditional way. But he enjoys it.
On a national level, it is an embarrassment.
I mean,
you
know what's an embarrassment?
Honestly,
you know what's an embarrassment on a national level? Our Jags.
When they come out with the fitted hat, can you please get one, take a picture of yourself, and put it on your website?
Absolutely, I was just about to say that. I was with you until I saw the gear. And go look at my Facebook page. I did a 180. Like
I coached, but you know what? It looked like the lacrosse club team that I used to coach. We were the Sand Gnats, and it was the meanest sand gnat. And where I think if you put that Sand Gnats in Bonaventure under a microscope,
yeah,
that's what it looks like. Those mascots, yeah, had fangs and everything.
All right, Big Sam. Again, man, I appreciate your help with 88 Blessings, brother.
Hey, stay blessed.
All right. Yep. Sam hit me up earlier, said, as a company, Matthews Builders is in on this 88 Blessing things. Let us know what you need. So appreciate that. No, I mean, circling back around to that, Scott, what do you think of it? What do you think of the new minor league ball club, the Jumbo Shrimp?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Because, like I was saying, I know that everybody doesn't have my Facebook feed and everything, but Jumbo Shrimp is a great name for like a small market team. Jacksonville is not a small market. We're a relatively large city, and this small market name stuff really doesn't fit as far as I'm concerned.
All right, I'll buy that. I actually would go with you on that, Scott. I would agree with that. I mean, look, I'll just be honest. I'm a hat and T-shirt guy. You throw hat, T-shirt, jeans, and boots with me, and I'll do just about anything.
I mean, it wasn't broke. Don't try to fix it.
Well, you say that, but now all of a sudden, Jacksonville's minor league team has gotten national exposure. They're selling out of gear all over the place. The logo's sweet, James.
Yeah.
I'm going to rock a hat. I ain't going to lie to you.
It looks like a bad Nintendo graphic.
Were you a Jacksonville – what? No, it doesn't. What, were you a Jacksonville Suns fan?
Sure.
You were a fan.
Yeah.
So on any given day, I could have walked in here and I could have said, hey, what's their record? And you could have told me?
More or less, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How many of those do you think there were?
How many what?
True fans like that.
I don't know. That's hard to say. I never really took a poll.
Okay. The more I sat back and thought about it, like I went off that day on the day it happened, because I agree with you, Scott, that it is a small market. It is a Montgomery biscuit type of deal, right? We're not Montgomery.
We're not the Sand Gnats either.
But at the same time, after I sat back and thought about it, I was like, you know what? It's kind of cool. My son's gonna like it, right? I mean, Trey's gonna like it.
They'll grow up, and they'll grow into this name. Here's the thing. I mean, we have our chance. Everybody has the right to make their opinion. This is what when I found out how much he paid for this team, you know what?
Mil?
He could call them whatever the hell it is he wants to call them.
It is kind of a slap in the face though when you come from out of town and you buy a team and you just change the name.
Apparently he's done a lot of things as a pretty good owner.
Yeah, no.
So I mean, the thing
time
is,
will tell. Yeah,
and it may end up being something that catches on. I mean, people think about, even though this was the state bird of Louisiana, how many people thought changing the name to the Pelicans was the dumbest thing that they could possibly do?
Fair.
And it ended up like now it's just like, all right,
I didn't know that was a state
Pelicans.
Bird. I was born there. I didn't know that was
so
a
now
state
it's just
bird.
like, New Orleans Pelicans. Oh, okay, it just works well. We were so used to the Hornets that the Hornets just made sense.
I assumed the state bird of Louisiana was the middle finger.
Yeah, that too. Close second. That's the unofficial state bird.
I saw that bird a lot more than anything else.
Unofficial
in
state bird.
Yeah. No, I mean look, the Suns. Okay, great. I always kind of went the Suns. All right, whatever. And I think he probably could have changed it to something a little. I don't know. Do we even have jumbo shrimp in Jacksonville?
Well, I mean, would you like him to say the Jacksonville early first round picks?
That actually would have been funny.
I mean, it's so many other things he could have called it. But
that would have been funny.
The Jacksonville Bridges.
What if he'd have gone Jacksonville fighting Bradleys on you?
It wouldn't have made. He would have to do the head coach every year and change, like every time.
No, just as a reminder for the rest of our lives of the Gus Bradley era.
That's funny.
Well, like, what would have been so bad with, like, the Kingfish, for example, after the big tournament that we have every year?
Well, that wouldn't have been bad, but I don't think that's what he was going for. I think he was going for exactly what everybody's griping about.
We're all talking about
it's the ridiculousness.
We're still talking about it.
Yeah. I got you, Scott. I got you. 576 says, bro, why you got to throw shade on the Sand Gnats? They didn't do anything to you.
I like the lacrosse club was awesome. Like, those are my dudes, man.
By the way, Sand Gnats have done stuff to me.
Oh, Sand Gnats are terrible. Those are, like, awful, man.
Yeah.
They just come up and they're vicious.
Yeah.
Like, I like when it's cold because they don't come out, but when it gets a little hot, man.
Dollar shrimp, dollar beer, 576 says.
Anywhere where there's dollar shrimp, that's made me a little nervous.
Yeah. Hey, you know what he also, and I'm kind of curious about this, he also said, 576 said, I lost 60 pounds for my freshman year of college. I got you if you need help. Anytime somebody says they lost 60 pounds their freshman year, I'm not real sure on how that was accomplished.
Most people trend the other way.
Yeah.
Unless there's other type of, yeah. I think I'll pass on that, Faust. Thank you for the offer, though. That's very kind of you. Yeah. Well, thanks to Sam for throwing that. But, yes, 716. So you agree. He can't throw naturally. His decisions are slow. And so, yes, I agree. He doesn't have a natural good throwing motion being Blake Bortles. I think that's fairly obvious now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Didn't he pitch or something? Wasn't he a baseball player?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Don't care.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get hopefully there's somebody other than you like that guy that comes available and we can find somebody to compete with them.
So 718 says Kim Babby, who owns the former Jacksonville Suns, owns and changed the Akron Arrows to Rubber Ducks. Increased season ticket sales and merchandise sales through the roof. Babby is a smart businessman.
I agree.
What goes on in Akron might not work here. That's all I'm saying.
No,
there is a little bit less to do.
I sense a little anger with you.
There's a little less to do in Akron. But that being said, there's not a lot to do during that time of year when the Suns are really going on. During the summer, especially that business day special they do when they play games in the daytime.
They got 13
I love that.
You're still going to go. And the fireworks display that's probably the only reason that I really don't even know if they won the 3 games that I went to. I just know the fireworks display was kind of cool.
Being a Cubs fan, I love afternoon baseball, so I'll be there for that. And, I'm going through my reaction phase right now, but when the season starts up and everything, I'll probably be there.
I'll tell you, I'm going to buy you a hat. As just a sign of just,
I didn't think about it. We didn't even show up to the game till like the 5th inning. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just something to do. It's not bad.
It is. 576 is, bro, it was 85% natural weight loss. You got nothing to worry about. What are you guys, cops?
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
No, I'm just joking. 85%. Notice he didn't say 100% natural weight loss. He said it was 85%. Sometimes the 15% is really what you need to worry about.
Hey, I'm at that point now where I'm big enough I'll listen to anything.
You know what? I ain't playing no more, so I can piss hot. So,
with all that being said, we got to take a break.
There it is.
Yeah, we got to take a break. We'll be right back. We'll get into some more. Actually, let's get into some Jag stuff on the other side. Let's be more specific about the upcoming game with Houston. What's going to happen? I'm going to pick them to lose. If you're picking them to win, you got problems. I'm sorry, you need help. But we'll dive into that a little bit on the other side.
Hey, you got that mortgage from Willie Smith, so what you need to do is you need to go do something that's pretty cool. So call AC Williams with Cool Realty. He's going to take you all around town to find a house that's specifically designed for you to be able to grow into and also get some value on it. AC has a different approach, especially if you're a first-time home buyer. What you need to do is get some paper, write this down. 449-8631. AC Williams with Cool Realty will help you get that house of your dream. 449-8631.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her.
The Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
I wish I was a little bit.
I forgot about that. You know what the original name of Jacksonville was?
Calford. Yeah.
729 says we should change it back. We could be the Calford Cow.
Redundant, but yeah.
Yeah, a little redundant.
That's why I call it Gainesville Hogtown.
Yeah. Why?
Because it used to be where they ran that's where the hogs were traded, apparently.
All right. All right, so listen very closely, folks. So a lot of you are going to be stressing out tomorrow. All right? Make sure you get out and vote. Just do that. Regardless of who you vote for, just get out and vote. But what you need to do if you're stressing out, James, what we do when we stress out, what we're going to do tomorrow, take a trip to ABC, Fine Wine and Spirits.
Yeah. We may go in there and just say, hey, what's your choice of beverage to relax and, get the results?
Are you asking me?
Well, just in general.
Oh, you know what mine is.
Whiskey.
Yeah.
Canadian whiskey, to be exact.
Yeah.
Call me. What's wrong with Tennessee whiskey?
Yeah, well, it's fair. You had to throw me under the bus?
I was just
What's
joking.
going to be your relaxation drink from ABC? You going cigar tomorrow too?
Yes, definitely going to cigar. Probably I'm going to go to the French and get champagne cognac.
Oh yeah,
which is Remy.
Okay,
which is just a fancy way to say Remy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or I may go get a nice a good scotch. I'm not sure. One of the two.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We're recording there tomorrow, right? So everybody can see what we're getting.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Let's get to Whitey. Whitey, what's going on, man?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
A couple of things. Wasn't it a long time ago that you couldn't? There was no alcohol be sold on Election Day. Do you remember that?
No, was it really?
I think I'm totally could be wrong about this. Back in the day, they would find these little bums on the side of the street, and they'd come and get them to vote whoever they wanted to, and then they'd go to and buy them a beer or something. So there was actually no alcohol sales on Election Day. I think I remember that, but I mean, I may have dreamt that, but I think that's true.
Oh, it ain't true tomorrow.
Nah.
Yeah. As far as the real quick about the jumbo shrimp, this guy is just straight run it by the book. They have this little book now, how to run minor league franchise, what promotions to run, blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
And he's just looking for internet sales. Kids,
He's getting it.
Oh, I know. No, I understand. God bless him. He paid for the team. Let him do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Yeah.
Guys, last Monday night, I haven't been to a high school football game in this town in, God, so long I can't remember. And I went to under your advice, and I'm graduate from 1989 from Sandalwood, so I went over to Mandarin.
Okay.
And man, things have changed in high school football. First of all,
some
wow.
big boys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first of all, the first thing the biggest change is the kicking game.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys here are straight out kickers. I mean, I remember back in the day, everybody try out for football, and they say, "All right, try for kickers," and you get about 10 people that kick it straight on, and one of them, if somebody could make 3 out of 10, they were your kicker.
Yeah. What was that toy where you hit the head and his foot came up? Remember that back in the day?
Yeah, pop the head or something like that. Yeah. But anyway, it was an interesting thing. And there's some rules that there one rule is all sides on the offense, and they call it all sides on the offense, and the guy didn't. I didn't figure out how you can be all sides on offense.
Alignment.
They called that at least 10 times.
Probably alignment.
Yeah,
Most of the time,
talking
it's
about
wide
lining up
receivers.
offsides?
Yeah, because sometimes it's more the wide
The
receivers.
craziest high school rule that I wish they would change is if a defense budges at all, they call encroachment.
Yeah.
They don't give a chance to get reset or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and one time, I still didn't figure this one out. They were kicking off, and the referee, who was all the way down by where the guys are going to receive the kick, threw his flag before the guys kicked it, and they called it offsides on the kicking team. Now, how in the world does he know that the kicking team was offsides before they kicked the ball?
It's actually really simple in high school football right now. They really like to throw flags.
Yeah.
Well, that was my next point. It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Yep.
I counted in 3 quarters, and there was a couple other times. Guess how many unsportsmanlike conduct flags were thrown?
Oh, no
8.
telling. Yeah, that's
Well, what I used to tell referees when I was coaching, and I used to tell them this in the most respectful manner,
very politely.
Just
well, I mean,
guys, I was like, they get paid just by the game. They don't. That's like, do you realize you don't get paid by the hour, right? Like
you don't get paid by the flag.
It's a flat
you throw.
rate. I said, if you don't throw any flags and we get out of here in 2 hours, you make the $60 or whatever you make still. Now, if you want to carry this thing on for 5 hours, then by all means do that. But none of us get paid anything extra.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Whitey.
Yeah, everybody. Thanks, guys.
All right. Yeah, it's gotten to the point now where daggum officials need, like, cryotherapy the next day.
Yeah, they make it hard. Actually, you know what? That might be a good marketing.
Yeah, they're icing their arm and
passing out. The problem is here's the problem on the high school level is that there's not enough people who want to be referees. So, like, they're going to continue to have bad referees until they have enough people who are willing to volunteer their time, essentially volunteer their time to come out and be refs.
Well, we said this
now,
in our
college and the NFL, there is no excuse.
No, we said this. We just did. By the way, Straight Talk No Chaser podcast is up that we did today, and we were just talking about this, and that is, I think that the first quarter should be used to tell the teams, hey, this is what we're going to put up with, this is what we're not. And after that, if you throw a certain amount of flags, then the refs start getting fined.
You know what?
Because you've lost control of the game.
This is almost like boxing matches. If you watch in the beginning of the boxing match, the ref dictates what's going to be allowed. So you pretty much know if you hit somebody low, he's going to consistently tell you that, and he's going to hit you with the points.
Right.
But you kind of know all the rules going into that.
Yeah, that's actually a really good comparison. Yeah. So, all right, Jags host the Houston Texans.
Division leading Houston Texans this week here at Everbank Field. I'll be interested in a couple things. One, the turnout of fans, and I hope it's a great turnout. Yeah. And I hope that you guys have a lot to cheer about. Look, you bought the tickets, go. Very true. You know, I mean that you're not proving anything. Just go. The guys are trying to win. It's not like they're going over there and going, "Hey, watch this. We're going to make our fans mad." Well, you never know. They might be saying, we're going to lose this way this week. Yeah, that looks like Let's practice. We're going to lose a little different than we lost last week. Yeah. Like I said before we went to break, if you're picking the Jags at this point, then you are the very definition of a homer. Shut you down!
Yeah, if you've got the gut feeling, that may just be gas. All right, it's not. The Jags aren't going to win. Sorry, they're just not. I mean, tell me a way they win, James.
A way they win.
Yeah. They don't force turnovers.
If by some chance they the starting quarterback gets knocked out, they're on there for the Houston Texans.
Oh.
They're on their third string running back. Offensive lineman gets banged up. Their number one wide receiver goes down, and their starting tight end goes down. Then we'll have a chance.
So kind of like what just happened with
Houston. Oh, my bad.
Kansas
We didn't
City.
win that. We didn't win
win that
Kansas
one.
City game. We didn't win that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. Their number one, their primary pass rusher, is hurt and isn't playing in the game. Crap.
He's
that was
not.
the same thing with
Yeah,
Kansas City,
and
too.
he's not at Texans either.
Huh?
J.J. Watt's not.
Yeah, but I'm saying Kansas City had the
same thing.
Dang it.
Yeah.
And maybe if they don't have a younger, like a third-year guy that could potentially be a premier pass rusher that could bend the edge and get pressure on a quarterback if he's hot. Do they have that too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Crap.
So bottom line is, look, stranger things have happened, but I think the Jags at 2-6 have shown what they really are, and I think that
they are who we thought they were.
You know what? I will admit, I drank a little bit of the Kool-Aid, not as much as a lot of people, but a little bit.
That being said, we said they were going to be 1-3 in this 4-game stretch. So you drank some Kool-Aid, but obviously you didn't take enough gulps.
Well, that's true. Here's the thing. You sit here and look at this, and you got the Texans this week, which is going to be it's just a tough road. It's a bad matchup. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, even defensively for us, what are you going to do with DeAndre Hopkins? I'm assuming you're going to put, and that could be fun to watch, I guess, is Jalen against Hopkins. Yeah. But that's a tough matchup for anybody.
Well, you want to know the one thing that the Jags do have going for them, though, that I will say this.
What's up?
Is that the Texans lose their mind when they travel. Now granted, these couple of these teams are a lot better. Patriots, they got blanked 27-0. When they were coming in off a 2-game winning streak, then they beat the Titans. They go to the Vikings, they lose 31-13. Then they beat the Colts, close game. Then they go to Denver, they lose 27-9. So they leave their offense at home. So that could possibly be something good.
I just look at this. I look at Vince Wilfork, Jadeveon Clowney, Whitney Merciless, Brian Cushing, Benardrick McKinney, and just naming some of their front seven.
Yeah, their front seven's pretty.
And I don't really like that at all. We don't know what's the deal with Hearns is. So I don't know. I don't see how that's going to work out for us, James.
Did you say Merciless?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who had 37 sacks against us in the last game last year.
Pretty merciless.
Can we just get a turnover? Can we start to focus on the little victories? That's fair, right? Can we just get a turnover at some point? When was the last time we got a turnover? When was the last time we forced one?
London.
Was that really the last time?
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. Dadgum, maybe A-Rob was right. I mean, that's unbelievable. London?
Yeah.
So we have not gotten a turnover on this continent.
No.
Gee, many Christmas. That's bad. That's just bad. Wonder what is our turnover ratio? We got to be if we haven't gotten it, it's got to be minus double digits, right? We had 4 turnovers last game.
Yeah, we're up there.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's look.
While you're looking at that, let me grab Paul real quick. Paul, what you got going on, my man?
Evening, gentlemen. Hey, I'm sitting around watching the game or the games with my buddies, and the one thing we've kind of figured out now is the Jaguars. We're the new Clemson. There used to be a verb called Clemsoning, and now it's Jaguaring, where we just look at each other after picking up 3rd and 22 with a draw play, only to fumble it. We go, that's such a Jaguar thing to do. That is where we are at this point. We don't get mad. We don't throw stuff. We don't yell. We just look at each other and go, okay, hey.
It's almost become like a game inside the game to see how the Jags are going to blow it this week.
Right.
Correct. And it's we anticipated at this point. The only surprise is when things actually do go well.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, Paul. That's fair enough. You know what the Jags appreciate the call. You know what the Jags ain't scared to do?
What?
They ain't scared to give up a long play on a screenplay on third down.
And you know what's terrifying about this team?
What?
Is they've got a running back in Lamar Miller that's actually what he's really good at doing.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. Jacksonville is dead last in the league at minus 12 in turnover ratio.
I just look at that. Like Bortles, I thought Bortles had more interceptions than this.
Was that
interception percentage? My bad.
10 interceptions.
My bad.
10 interceptions?
And 7 fumbles.
I thought he had more than that.
7 fumbles in 8 games.
17 turnovers, and we've only got 5.
We've forced 5 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
That's pathetic.
That's winning football right there.
That is pathetic.
Well, here's the thing. The good thing is they only really have. I mean, you got to have Will Fuller. You got to force Will Fuller to beat you. You hope Hopkins doesn't get off. You hope that even though Fuller's actually not playing bad, maybe that's not the guy.
But it's like Paul just said. You can sit here and you can do this all you want to, but we're gonna find a way to lose now.
Yeah, Fuller might be able to beat us.
I mean, I just don't see. If we can run the ball this week like we ran it last week, that is a great sign because that's a good front seven they've got in Houston.
Yeah. The scary part is this. Here's what really made me upset about the Kansas City game. It's not just the ineptitude in offense, because I don't care. You can show me the stats all day. They scored 14 points.
Mm-hmm.
So what that means is one defense play, bend, don't break. It's the amount of turnovers and where the turnovers took place.
Yeah.
Not just also and the potential turnovers. So like getting a fumble inside the 20 and an interception that gets to the 20, those are bad things. We can't have those happen.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. You're right. You got Texans, Lions, Bills, Broncos, Vikings, Texans, Titans, Colts. Won't be favored in any of those, Jacksonville. So let's take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up on this beautiful night here in Wicked Barley Studios. You've been listening to the Sports Den, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
I tell you the difference between me and them. They trying to get the ones and trying to get the M's. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4, and just 5 years, 40 million more. You are now looking at the 40 million bar. I rate my tap channel on the 100 million man.
You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
That's where you wrong.
All right, wrapping up another fun show, fun evening here at 1010XL Studios, man.
Yeah.
Got a little straight talk, no chaser in. Come in, get this. Tomorrow's a day full of content that we'll be putting out tomorrow on Sports Den Live Facebook page.
Yep. Which should go in some capacity either to the YouTube channel or to maybe on sportsdenlive.com. Not sure.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But it'll definitely be on the Facebook page.
Yeah. So we're making a bunch of stops tomorrow. Election coverage, election day coverage, Sports Den style, which a lot of times means it has nothing to do with the election.
Yeah.
If you liked our hurricane coverage, I think you'll like this. We have a request, James. 858 says, before we go, James, one time for the fans, give us your Jaguars in Gus's voice.
Let me tell you this, guys. We learned a lot from that game. A lot of character. But we got to do better, Jags fans. We got to get you guys to come out there. Don't go in those damn pools. We need you guys to be out there. Don't be selling your tickets to the Texans. We need the Jags fans to be in full effect. Do exactly what Malik told you to do.
No, you're not going to address the booing?
Yes, Jags fans, when I come out, don't boo. Matter of fact, Jags fans, when the kids came trick-or-treating, after I had a hard day of practice, they said boo, we gave them no candy. We said Jags fans don't do that. Jags fans show up even when we give candy corn.
I said that on Halloween night. The Jags are the candy corn of the NFL, man. Listen, I'm going to make a plea here. We know there's some cats that listen to us, right?
Yeah.
Jag players, listen. And yes, people, they do listen to us, and yes, they look. It is what it is. We just call it straight. But I'm just going to make a plea to you. We got to come in Sunday night. We got to do this postgame show. And I'm ready for one after a win. I really am.
That'd be nice.
Everybody thinks that, we like to come in here and be all negative and it's good for radio. I've had people tell me that. And no, it's not.
It's not.
We're not any different than anybody else. And that's the thing. We want them to win. We want to come in here with good stuff to talk about. The problem is, even if they win, you're so limited with what you can say because they've been so bad so long.
Right.
That a win just kind of temporarily puts a Band-Aid on it.
Like, how many times? I mean, I get it. Most people are wrong. Are wrong all the time. Like, I'm wrong 95% of the day. But it kind of gets old when you have to keep saying, "Yeah, right. I'm right." I want to be wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to come in and say that I don't think that they're going to beat the Texans, and then they beat the Texans.
You know how much more fun this would be if the Jags were good? You know how much more fun it would be to take calls of you guys talking about we're going to beat the crap out of somebody, and did you see such and such, that play and that play and that play? It would be so much more fun. So, Jag players, listen to me, man. Just one time for Duval. One time. Just come out there, see what happens now.
And before you press send, just go to SportsDen_live, send it to us, let us see it.
Yeah.
And then we'll let you know if it's okay to send it. But if you do, just stop going on the other shows and trying to explain yourself because they're not going to listen to you. At least come, let us talk you off the ledge. Let us be able to be your voice.
We'll help you with the PR with the fans.
We're going to give you a hard time. We're going to rough you up just like the fans would, but at least they'll respect you for coming on the show.
There you go. That says it all right there. You've listened to the Sports Den, brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits inside the Wicked Barley Studios. Scott, good job as always, my man. James, you did all right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you did all right.
I'm looking to be a Jigs player.
I am Denny Thompson. You'll see a lot of us tomorrow on Sports Den Live on Facebook. Make sure you go like the page right now so you get everything right as we're doing it. You guys have a great night. Get out, vote tomorrow, exercise that right, be proud of it. We will talk to you guys later.